second channel, it's Ray here, and welcome back to my second channel. Now, in the past, I've done a video on my art organization, cleaning up my room, a whole entire art tour, but today's video is not going to be focused so much on the art supplies, but more or less on the decorations that I love, the equipment that I use, and all the great stuff that I love. And I have a lot of cool stuff in here and a lot of multifunctional stuff, so today's the day. Today's the day that I'm going to show you my art room. And if you're here from my main channel, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. For this second channel, I don't have a schedule of like when I upload, so the times that I do upload on this channel, you'll get notified. Okay. And so yeah, with that being said, let's begin. Okay. Now, before we get to all the fun stuff that I love in my room, we're gonna start off with the more technical side of stuff. So yeah, the first thing that we're gonna start off with is my lovely tripod and arm extender. Now, this tripod holds my Canon 80D, which is the camera that I use for filming. I actually have two of them, so if you wanna know what the quality's like, here it is. And by the way, I got a lot of this stuff off Amazon, so I will link it down in the description box below if you're interested in buying any of these. And throughout this video, you'll notice there's all kinds of black squares everywhere, and those are actually made to muffle out echo throughout the room. And basically what these do is make the sound quality so much better, so that way when I'm filming my videos, you guys can hear me properly. I just put these up, so I haven't had the chance to film with them yet, so I don't know if they're good, I don't know if they're bad, I don't know if they're gonna work, we'll see. Now the next thing, I'm sorry about this angle, I just don't have anybody to help me film right now, so here we are. But if you look behind me, you'll see the world's most beautiful wreath that my mom made me. It was actually like a Christmas theme, but I keep it up year round just because I love it so much. And right next to that is just like a random skull drawing. Every single artist has one thing that they love to just draw over and over and over again, and mine is skulls. And now this brings us to the posters behind me. Now the first poster that is like the biggest one that's gonna catch your eye is the I Want to Believe X-Files poster. Now I am a little bit of a crackpot. Like, I love paranormal, spooky ghosts, and that includes, of course, aliens. Like, I 100%, 1000% believe in aliens. So a lot of people, whenever I record it, all they see is I want to believe, and they think it's like an inspirational, like cute little quote, but no. It's an X-Files alien crackpot thing, and I am here for it. Now, if you look down a little bit, you'll see this drawing of Lana Del Rey that I painted, and I wasn't really happy with how it came out, so I actually did a whole entire video where I redrew it, and I repainted it to go with my vibe, my whole aesthetic kind of thing, you know, like dramatic, fuzzy, jewel tone. Now, I am not one for selling my own artwork, you know, I like to keep it for like reference kind of thing. So you'll see a lot of my own artwork as well as other artists' artwork in my studio. Next up, you'll see a Vincent van Gogh painting. Like, I am desperately in love with Van Gogh's artwork. Now, I only got to see his artwork once in my life, but that one time, it was mind-blowing. Like, You'll see a modernized version of a Roy Lichtenstein painting. I love pop art, I admire his work. And when I saw like the updated pink-haired version, I was like, I need this in my life. And now this brings us to the most important thing in my studio. This is our studio house dog, Bowie. Now, my poor dog Bowie, she's been sick this week, so she's taking it really easy right now. Like, usually she's up in my business having a good time, but she's not feeling very well this week. So now we're gonna go a little bit lower, and you guys are gonna see my, I don't know what this is, I guess stand? Now, I have never been a trinket kind of girl, but this is my little trinket area. Here I have, surprise, yet another skull. I love Halloween, I love skulls, and it don't break, that's the best part. I also have a little Guritama, and this is really cute because he hangs off the side. I have a lovely Bob Ross figurine because he inspires me like nobody else in this world has. I have a lovely photograph of my beautiful and wonderful grandma because she means so much to me. I love you, Grandma. And not only that, like, look how stylish this woman is. Like, come on, so stylish. And the last thing is this Campbell's Soup Andy Warhol crayon set. Andy Warhol is one of my favorite artists, and he did a whole entire series on tomato soup cans and like prints, and this is like the live version of that, which is absolutely so cool. Now the next thing that you'll notice is probably this giant ass pencil that I have that actually Super Ray Dizzle. It's so big it doesn't even fit in frame. So basically I got this pencil for a video that I did where I tested out the world's largest pencil, and here it is. And the best part is that it's a real working pencil. Like, this pencil actually has graphite, it actually erases, it also doubles as a bow staff. And now this brings us to the best part of my whole entire studio. This is my little art gallery wall. Now, the very first print that I have is from the Inktober box, the creator of Inktober. With the Inktober box that he did, he put in a special print with every single order. I think it's absolutely fabulous, and so I decided to hang it up. If you go down a little bit, my friend Jessie, she custom made me a painting with some supplies that we got together at Hobby Lobby, which was super, super sweet of her. Right next to that, you'll see an 8x10 print of me and my brother Alex, who, as you know, is no longer with us, but just because he's not physically here doesn't mean that he's not here in my heart. And you know, I keep things that inspire me, and obviously, like, my brother Alex forever, never is always going to inspire me, so I keep this really nice photograph of us together. Now, something a little bit more silly is right next to that. When you look down a little bit, you'll notice that there is the Jazza art print on here. When Jazza made his Jazzy art box, subscription box, he sent out his box to all the art YouTubers, which is absolutely amazing. And not only did he send the art box and the print, but he also sent a letter to all the art YouTubers, which I'm such a fan of Jazza, you know? I look up to him not just as like a fan of his work and his artistry, but as a content creator on YouTube, you know? The amount of work that that man puts into his channel, that's goals right there, you know? Unfortunately, this frame is damaged, but right next to that is a Vex original. Now, Vex is like the literal king of art doodling here on YouTube, and thanks to ZHC, I got to meet him 2 times in my life. And the first time that I met him, I asked him if he could draw me something, and he did. He straight up did. And again, he is just another artist that I look up to, and I admire his work so freaking much. It's a handmade drawing, and it is so precious to me. Now, speaking of ZHC, the big man himself, I have a little drawing from him. Oh, where's Turkey? Oh, hold on. And for one of my videos, he let me borrow his Louis Vuitton colored pencil set. And when he shipped it, he actually sent this little guy, which I love so much. I thought it was super sweet, super awesome. I love him, I love Michelle, and I love this little piece of art. I think it's so tiny, it's so cute, and it just works so well in my studio. Now, speaking of friends, you'll see an art print from the wonderful, the beloved, the perfect, the smart, hello there, my absolute homie G, Chloe Rose Art. And the painting that she did is so special to me. She made it whenever we stayed up all night together with me, her, Vex, and ZHC. We stayed up all night long for a 24-hour art challenge, and this is the painting that she made. It's so beautiful, so perfect, and I love it so much. It's so special to me. Now, right next to this, you will see me. Now, the artist's name, Jack Ray, I met him one day whenever I literally just posted on Instagram, and I was like, hey, who here's a graphic designer that can help me out with something? He was one of the first to comment, and I was blown away by this man's artwork. He is ungodly talented. And without hesitation, I asked him, like, right on the spot, can you do this commission of me? And he did it. He killed it. And even though he's all the way in Brazil, he actually sent me a hand-signed print. And by the way, all these people that I'm mentioning, I will link their channels down below. Next up, you'll see a fabric poster of one of my favorite artists ever. My room is just filled with things that inspire me, and Kurt Cobain, his artistry. I love, love, love Nirvana. I love Kurt Cobain. I also have a poster of Johnny Cash. Now, I could go on a whole rant as to why I love Johnny Cash, but just look up the lyrics to A Man in Black and you'll understand my reasoning. And now this brings us to the famous marker tower that I have. This is where I keep a fraction of my markers. I have a little de-stress candle here. I have a Chewbacca mug holder. And this sucks when it comes to like holding coffee and stuff, but like for holding brushes, this thing is a banger. And surprise, I have another skull. This one's like an iridescent cup. I love it so much. And this one holds all of my watercolor brushes. Now, whenever you come over to this wall, you'll see that I have my hats here. I have my ZHC hat, I have my YouTube hat that I got from YouTube, and I have the coolest hat in the world, which is Wayne's World, party time, excellent, woo, 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 woo! I also have this little plush Mickey Mouse doll that my mom gave me. She is obsessed with Mickey Mouse. If you watch that video where I customized the iPhone for her, I drew Mickey Mouse. I also have this Cell doll from Dragon Ball Z. Out of all the animes in the world, Dragon Ball Z is my favorite one, just because the whole entire series is based on like overcoming yourself and like conquering what you never thought could be possible. It just resonates with me so deeply. We have some more of my artwork. We have the Frankenstein, Joker, and another little painting of my boyfriend Zach. Now down here we have my garden, which surprisingly is actually working very well. Now behind me is a Christmas gift that my dad got me this year. It is all of the Beatles autographs, which how insanely cool is that? I grew up on the Beatles, so this is like a huge deal for me. I also have a little decorative canvas that my dad also got me. It says dreams don't work unless you do, which is very true. And speaking of my dad, when he gave me that Beatles thing, he also got me a little Keurig for coffee, which I use all the time because I am a literal coffee addict. And the very last thing, which I thought was hilarious and accurate, is this giant poster that I got that says, "Welcome to the shit show." Okay guys, and that's all I have for you guys today. I will link my art room official room tour down below, as well as like my cleaning video. And yeah, thank you guys so much again for watching, and I will see you guys next video. Bye!